In 1939, the University of Iowa football fans and squad entered the season with uncertain expectations and under a new head coach, Dr. Eddie Anderson. The Hawkeyes electrified the state, the Big Ten, and the nation by winning 6 games with just 1 loss and 1 tie, and with so few players seeing action. Early on, they were dubbed the Iowa Ironmen. Many athletes at that time did play, however, on both offense and defense. Nile Kinnick, number 24, at tailback in the single-wing offense, was the face of the team at 5'9" and 170 pounds. A senior with a remarkable array of overall talents, but was coming off an injury-plagued junior year. Kinnick's brilliant display of skills and game-time responsibilities and decisions each week are best seen in this home game victory over Notre Dame, then ranked number 2 in the nation. Kinnick played the full 60 minutes and early on scored his team's only touchdown. Nile then drop-kicked the extra point that proved to be the margin of victory. Nile was the last of the big-time drop-kickers in college football. The lone touchdown was set up on this pass interception by Kinnick. He led the Big Ten with 8 interceptions for the year in 8 games. Kinnick was the Big Ten's premier kicker, and his punts against Notre Dame averaged 46 yards, including a 61-yarder late in the game that went out of bounds and sealed the victory. Against arch-rival Minnesota, Kinnick threw 2 touchdown passes in the 4th quarter to come from 10 points back and beat the Gophers 16-13. Of course, Kinnick and his favorite receiver, Erwin Posse, enjoyed embracing the Floyd of Rosedale, the still revered bronze pig, to signify an Iowa victory over Minnesota. Against Indiana, Iowa trailed 29-26, and Nile shunned going for a tie and threw this touchdown pass to win the game. During this terrific streak, Kinnick played 408 straight minutes before being injured in the season-ending game that ended in a 7-7 tie. Kinnick also found time his senior year to serve as Iowa senior class president, and he was a Phi Beta Kappa scholar. Kinnick was named the conference MVP and followed with All-American honors. His awesome performances were climaxed by being named winner of the Heisman Award, college sports' most prestigious individual award at the time, and still is. Nile's acceptance speech was stunning in its simplicity and its quality. Keep in mind that in the winter of '39, Europe was already a cauldron, and there was a sense of dread that America would be forced into what then would be an even broader conflict. After a masterful, concise presentation of praising his teammates, his coaching staff, and thanking the Heisman Award officials, here is what Kinnick said so simply and directly that catapulted his speech into one that has been universally recognized as the most eloquent Heisman Award speech in its some 70-year history.
Finally, if you will permit me, I'd like to make a comment which in my mind is indicative perhaps of the greater significance of football and sports emphasis in general in this country, and that is, I thank God I was warring on the gridirons of the Midwest and not on the battlefields of Europe. I can speak confidently and positively that the players of this country would much rather struggle and fight to win the Heisman Award than acquire the guerre. Thank you.
Kinnick left Iowa Law School in 1941 to enlist in the Navy, and he trained to be a pilot. 2 years later, he lost his life at sea in an aircraft carrier training exercise. He was forced to ditch at sea, but his body was never found. Kinnick will never be forgotten. Kinnick Stadium and its statue of Nile will be there for future Hawkeye student athletes and fans as a tribute to a once-in-a-lifetime student athlete, a terrific person, a most admirable Iowan, and a great American.